Welcome back to Step-by-Step Japanese Pathway to Fluency.
What are we going to talk about today?
Today we are going to cover some very important grammatical rules. But first, let's listen to the dialogue. Dialogue, first time. これは私の部屋です。部屋に机と椅子があります。椅子の下に猫がいます。
キッチンはどこにありますか？
キッチンは一階にあります。リビングの隣です。Dialogue, second time.
これは私の部屋です。部屋に机と椅子があります。椅子の下に猫がいます。
キッチンはどこにありますか？
キッチンは1階にあります。リビングの隣です。
Okay, now let's go over the new vocabulary. 部屋、
room,
机、
desk,
椅子、
chair,
下、
under,
猫、
cat,
キッチン、
kitchen,
1階、
first floor,
リビング、
living room,
隣。
next to.
Very good.
That's quite a lot of new words.
Yes, it's a packed session today. We have some very important grammar to cover. So buckle up and let's go. First, I'd like to introduce the structure of how to say there is, there are, which is 映があります or 映がいます。Note that we always mark the subject with が。It's 映があります or 映がいます。
How come there are two ways to say that?
Good question. Whether we say 映があります or います depends on A. When A is an inanimate or non-living thing, then we use あります。When A is an animate or living thing, then we use います。For example, if we want to say there is a desk, desk is a non-living thing, so we use
あります。
That's right. Can you give a try to translate the whole sentence, there is a desk?
机があります。
That's right. When we want to say there is a cat, then we should opt for います. And the sentence in Japanese is 猫がいます because the cat is a living thing. If we want to say where the cat is, we can use the word に to indicate the location. We can place location plus に either before or after the subject.
Can you give me some examples?
Absolutely. To say there is a desk in the room, we can say either 机が部屋にあります or 部屋に机があります。Let's do some exercises. Watch out, Suna. I'm going to mix あります and います。Are you ready?
Ready.
There is a chair in the kitchen.
キッチンに椅子があります。
There is a department store under the hotel.
ホテルの下にデパートがあります。
There is a cat under the desk.
机の下に猫がいます。
There is a cat on the first floor.
1階に猫がいます。
Great job. Let me ask you a question. Do you know how to say there are chairs in the kitchen? It's also キッチンに椅子があります。 Japanese nouns do not inflect, or at least not in the traditional sense. In comparison, English nouns inflect to show singular versus plural. And because Japanese nouns also don't take articles, a and the, any particular Japanese noun could be translated several ways in English. For example, 机 can be a desk, the desk, the desks, some desks, desks in general.
Wow, cool. Does that make Japanese easier?
I think so. Few rules to remember. Now let's take a look at the dialogue sentence by sentence. これは私の部屋です。部屋に机と椅子があります。椅子の下に猫がいます。
This is my room. In the room, there is a desk and a chair. There is a cat under the chair.
キッチンはどこにありますか？
Where is the kitchen?
キッチンは1階にあります。リビングの隣です。
The kitchen is on the first floor. It's next to the living room.
The only other thing I want to explain here is the word と which means and in English. すなわち大学と高校。
University and high school.
シャーペンと消しゴム。
Mechanical pencil and eraser.
Perfect.
Naomi, I do have one more question about the dialogue. In the sentence, キッチンは1階にあります。Shouldn't we say キッチンが1階にあります? Why is は used here instead of が?
Great question. Whether to use は or が depends on what you want to convey. If you want to talk about a person or an object that exists there, you use A が B にあります or います。If you want to talk about a location or place where the person or the object exists, you use A は B にあります or います。
So if I want to say there are chairs in the room, it's 部屋に椅子があります。But if I want to say chairs are in the room, then it's 椅子は部屋にあります。Is that right?
You got it. Another difference between が and は is that we use が for a subject that comes up for the first time in the conversation. On the other hand, は is used for a subject that has been already introduced in the conversation. In this dialogue, kitchen came up in the previous question. So we reply, キッチンは1階にあります。
I think I understand now. Thank you, Naomi.
Okay, it's time to learn numbers again. In the last two episodes, we learned from 1 to 19. Suna, do you still remember how to say 1 to 10?
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。
Wonderful. From 11 to 19, we say 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. To say 20, 30, and all the way to 90, we simply put together any number from 2 to 9 and 10. For example, 20 is 2 plus 10, so 20. Suna, can you tell me how to say 30 in Japanese?
30、
40?
40、
50?
50、
60?
60、
70?
70、
80?
80、
And 90?
90。
Perfect.
Naomi, how about the in-between numbers like 21, 34, 46, or 53?
To count these numbers, the rule is to add the tens, such as 20, 30, etc., to numbers 1 to 9, exactly like how numbers 11 to 19 are composed of. So 21 becomes 21, 33 is 33, 65 is 65, 99 is 99.
Oh, that's rather easy.
Okay, Sina, tell me, how do we say 55,
55,
73,
73,
81?
81.
Very good. That's it for today's episode. Another packed session. We hope you'll find some time to practice what we learned today. See you next time.